I'm Chris Jakimick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text actually from my stepmom. I was like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates. And she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day. 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not gonna be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, as like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. It's like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. You know, every day he pushes it. From the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So you know that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it got transformed into Lo and Behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Oh my gosh, everybody. I am so excited. My heart's pumping. My hands are sweaty. Please welcome our very own director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir.
Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña.
Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza.
From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio.
From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy.
Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle.
And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jacksomek.
Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
Whew.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Hedwig,
Wow.
Missouri.
We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets. no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're going to take care of each other. We've got each other. And there gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's going to help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's going to save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Welcome back to the stream. It is Thursday night. That means we are back with North American Dirt Track Racing Association. We're in week 12. We are here at Lernerville. We only have a couple weeks left to go. Currently out on the track for practice, Michael Vitale in the 213 at the top of the board with a 15:41. Getting around Lernerville in a big hurry. Logan Herbert, my apologies, in P2. Keaton Holder to 3, Kelly Wheeler in 4, and Logan Wentz rounds out your top 5. Again, your best so far tonight, 15:41 by the 213 of Michael Vitale. Like to thank the 213 of Michael Vitale for his service to his country in the United States Air Force as a power production technician. So, Michael, thank you for your service as always, my brother. Welcome back. We are getting ready to wind down the season. We got tonight Williams Grove Weedsport coming up, and then we will call it a season. But we are getting to the end. Again, if you're out there, greatly appreciate you tuning in. This is Gears on, or Got Your Six Racing Network. As always, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. It is advertised at 22 veterans. However, that is down to 17 veterans a day take their own lives, which is 17 too many. So we're trying to do our small part. That's what this business is all about, is lowering the number of veteran suicides. If you know a veteran out there you haven't heard from in a while, please reach out. Let them know you're thinking about them. We do play promos from companies out there that support veterans. If you have the means to donate, please do so. Following along with the 51 of Clay Christopherson, and who's that in front of him there? Dean Reynolds in the 79 car. Billy Roberts is with us in the 99 in a new paint scheme. Haven't seen that one before. Billy Roberts out on track. Currently 6th quick with a 15:49. So not far off the pace of your first place runner. We have 2 cars with identical 15:48s. That's as far as SDK goes. Kelly Wheeler, Logan Wentz both run a 15:48. The 18 car out of the Murano stables. Lernerville is a tricky place to run. You got to watch that drop off on both ends. Typically early in the race, it is that driver that will tempt that top berm there in turn number 3 and 4. If you can navigate that properly, payoffs are huge. If you can't, payoffs are as equally as detrimental. If you are new to Got Your Six Racing Network, thank you for tuning in. If you are coming back, thank you for returning. Again, we do operate on feedback from viewers out there. So if there's something that you like that we're doing, please let us know. More importantly, if there's something that we're not doing that you would like to see us do, please let us know that also. You can reach us at Got Your Six Racing Network on Facebook. Tonight we are broadcast on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So regardless of how you tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. We are getting ready to go to the green flag here momentarily. I think we're waiting for our admin crew to come on board. Anthony Morano in the 32. Since we have a little bit of time, I'd like to thank Anthony Morano in that 32 machine for flying the Got Your Six Racing Network logo aboard the 32. We will go on board and say good evening to Sherry. Anthony Morano, we messaged back and forth. He finally got that squared away. Not going to miss the Sherry part of that heart on the rear scoop of his hood there. Sherry, thank you for tuning in. As always, greatly appreciated. All the spouse, significant others, thank you for tuning in and supporting the drivers. That's what this is all about. You can see Anthony busy inside that cockpit in the 32 machine. Trying to get right up on that top side. Go on board the right rear tire of the 32 machine. Right up on the edge. Makes it work. Gets a little contact there with the 9 car. Over the 32 goes. Michael Vitale in the 213. We talked about Michael earlier. Yeah, as always, a big supporter of Got Your Six Racing Network. Michael, thank you for your support. Michael also on that very high side. There is a fine line between fast and over the top. Anthony Morano's back with us. Michael Carter, welcome the 15 car. We've seen the 015 before. Michael Carter out on track, currently 8th quick. Michael Carter running a 15:54. CTM driver right on the edge, up top. Austin Baker in the 09 machine. He's currently 9th quick with a 15:54. Hey Adam, are we good? Adam, are we going to advance, or are we waiting for race control? What are we doing? I know I don't, or I would, but I don't see race control, and it is well past 15 after. I don't. I see a waiting room, but I don't see them in here. What am I missing? Still out on the track for practice. We are Morano, Billy Roberts in the 99, the Gears Unlimited machine. Big shout out to Billy Roberts for all that he does for sim racing. Sponsors numerous drivers, sponsors my league personally. So big shout out to the 99, Billy Roberts. If you're ever in Independence, Missouri, check out Gears Unlimited. Actually, from what I understand, a few blocks away from where I proposed to my wonderful bride 35 years ago. So, Billy, thanks for all that you do. The 6'11 of Logan Herbert, currently second quick with a 15:45. Dean Reynolds back out on track in the 79. Super Dirt Car Series director. in the purple and black car tonight. Good looking ride. Dean Reynolds currently 11th quick with a 15:55. We are getting ready to advance to qualifying, so we will get the show under the way here momentarily. Looks like practice has ended. We're getting ready to go green for some qualifying. We will follow along as the cars come out on the track. This is the Flieger Farms 40. So we have a 40-lap feature here at Lernerville. We'll see how that goes. We've got a group of cars getting ready to come out on the track. We will follow along as we see them. First out on the track is Randall Dixon in the number 5 machine. Randall Dixon is coming off of turn 4, heading towards the flag stand, working the high side. He is on the clock and on the hammer as he goes through 1 and 2, coming down the back stretch. He's not as high as some you might see tonight. Randall Dixon, Anthony Morano. Dixon good for second quick, the 32 car of Morano will put it on the pole. We'll follow along with the 32 as he completes his second lap. Billy Roberts to the top of the board in the 99 machine. Now Logan Herbert. So positions up front are transferring quickly. 51 of Clay Christopherson with the 15:45 is currently your quick time. Logan Herbert second, Billy Roberts third. Morano Wentz round out your top 5. Adam Flieger in the 38 just rounding up his. Michael Carter now, the 015 at the top of the board. Michael Carter running a 15:42. Michael Carter, no stranger to victory lane. Over the top he goes. Dean Reynolds is out on track, coming off a turn 4. So we'll see how Dean does on his first time lap. Again, coming off a turn 4 towards the flag stand. Where does Dean time in? 79 car, 7th quick. Let's see if Dean can improve on his second lap. Once that top side wears out, the bottom comes in. 7th quick for Dean Reynolds. Dean taking a couple of extra laps for practice. And he shuts the 79 down. Keaton Holder in that 97 machine is out on track. Coming off a turn 4. Everyone will run the high side early on both ends typically. Once this track starts to slicken up, you will see multiple lanes of racing. 97 car coming off a turn 4. 8th quick for Keaton Holder. Kelly Wheeler also on track in the number 11 machine, currently 5th quick, so he is faster on his second lap with the 15:54. Now Keaton Holder, he equals a 15:54, put him in P5, move Kelly Wheeler down 1 to P6. So the 97 car picks up some time on his second lap. Currently have 14 cars in the field for tonight. 12 has taken time. Waiting on Austin Baker and David Lester to see if the 09 and the 44 decide to come out on the track. Got about 30 seconds left to go, and we will grid for heat number 1. Again, thank you all for tuning in. This is Got Your Six Racing Network. We televise North American Dirt Track Racing Association tomorrow night. We have Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, fixed 358s, limited late models, and sprint cars. We are at Lima Land. Had to think about that for a moment. Again, this is week 12, so we're getting ready to settle some championships. We got Williams Grove next week, Weedsport the week after that. We are getting ready to go heat racing. Let's look at who is in heat number 1. Michael Carter, Logan Herbert on the front row of heat number 1. Keaton Holder, Anthony Morano will roll off in heat row number 2. Dean Reynolds, Michael Vitale will roll off on row number 3, and Austin Baker will round out your field of 7 drivers. North American Dirt Track Racing Association, our open set 358s. We are getting ready for heat number 1. I suspect we'll have 2 heats tonight. And my pick in this heat race, watch that 015 of Michael Carter from CTM Motorsports. Brand new to North American Dirt Track Racing Association. If you want to be a part of the action, check them out on Facebook. Or send me a message and I will get you in touch with them. Pace truck will take us around before he leaves the field to Michael Carter. He's got Logan Herbert to his outside. Watch that 32 coming from the outside of row number 2. Never count out the Morano Racing crew. Dean Reynolds in the 79. Had a couple of races with Dean Reynolds this week, actually, from the cockpit. So the 79 is super quick in the 358 modifieds. Pace truck is off. We're getting ready to go 8 laps. Michael Carter will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Good jump on the outside by Logan Herbert. He's going to go to the middle. Carter will not have the room to slide up in front of Herbert, so Carter will settle in P2. The 32 car of Anthony Morano not far behind. He's in P3. The 97 car of Keaton Holder. He's going to work the bottom side with the 79 of Dean Reynolds to his outside. Up front, Logan Herbert setting away. He's going to go the bottom side in 1 and 2. Michael Carter working the outside with Anthony Morano right behind him. All cars working the high side in 3 and 4. We got a mixture. We got middle, we got low, we got high in 1 and 2. Logan Herbert leading away in the 611. Let's go on board with the second place driver. As he tries to close in on your leader, you can see a big advantage down low. Doesn't get a good drive off the top, off the bottom. Carter will close in on the 611 machine. Logan Herbert using the low in 1 and 2, high in 3 and 4. It seems to be working. The 15 car does gate. They are going to go side by side. Somebody off the top didn't see who it was. caution comes out. Looks like it was Keaton Holder. We'll take a look back and see what happened to Keaton. In the 97 machine, Keaton has had a couple of great weeks. Oh, it was the 32 of Murano that went off the top. So let's rewind. Holder happened after Murano went off that top side. In turn number 3, you can see him on that high side, gets up into the marbles. Just gets over the edge, around he goes. Dean Reynolds gets by on the low side. Not sure what happened to the 97 car. He just kind of got loose up all by himself. Up front, it is Logan Wentz in the 611 car. He's got Michael Carter to his rear, followed by Dean Reynolds and Michael Vitale. We are working lap 7 of 9, so we have extended 1 lap. We're going to get a green-white checker. Now, Dean Reynolds has moved up to the 3rd position, followed by Austin Baker in P4. The 32 car comes back out in P6, but it will be the 611 of Logan Herbert. That brings us to the green flag next time by. Again, a big welcome to Michael Carter in the 015 machine. This is his first night with North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Pace truck has exited, leaving the field to Logan Herbert as he works his way towards the green flag. Again, this is the Flieger Farm 40. We have a 40-lap feature coming up. 611 is off. We are back underway. Great start by Logan as he pulls a pretty big gap between himself and Michael Carter in P2. Dean Reynolds in the 79, followed closely by the 9 car. Anthony Murano in the 32 is going to dive down low, see if he can't make something happen. As did Austin Baker in the 9 car. He was going to try to go down low and get underneath that 79 of Baker. Herbert, Carter, Reynolds, Baker are your top 4, followed by Vitale. Clay Christopherson, Billy Roberts on the front row of heat number 2. Kelly Wheeler will start on the inside of Logan Wentz in row number 2. Randon Dixon and Adam Flieger in row 3. David Lester will round out your heat number 2 of 7 drivers. We should get the one to go this time by Clay Christopherson at the front of the field. I do not have the points standing. They were not provided this week. Clay Christopherson is somewhere at the top of that point standings. Billy Roberts to his outside in the 99 machine. Pace truck is off. Clay Christopherson coming out of turn 4, looking for the green flag. Billy Roberts laying back. Green flag is out. We are underway. They are nose to nose at the line. Christopherson settles to fall in line behind the 99 machine. Logan Wentz up to P3. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 machine and P4. Adam Flieger in the 38 and P5. David Lester did not make the grid. Now Clay Christopherson's going to put some pressure on the leader, Billy Roberts. Roberts up on the high side. Couldn't get much higher. Matter of fact, next time we go by, we will follow along on that right rear of the 99 machine. See how close he's getting to the top. Dials it back just a little bit. Billy Roberts up on the cushions. Got the 51 car of Clay Christopherson in tow right behind him in P2. Billy Roberts able to separate himself from Roberts. Christopherson, Logan Wentz, Kelly Wheeler are your top 4. Those four are getting away from Adam Flieger a little bit in the 38 and Randall Dixon in the 5. Here are your top 4. You can see Clay Christopherson still putting pressure on the 99 machine. Christopherson comes down low. Loses a little bit of ground as the 11 is closing in on the rear bumper of the 18. We are working lap 6 of 8. Up front, 99 getting it done. One lap to go. Will Christopherson throw it down low, try to make a last lap pass, or will he fall in line? He's going to fall in line. Coming off a 4, Roberts, Christopherson, Wentz, Wheeler, Flieger, your top 5 in heat number 2. We will have 5 minutes of warm-up. So we will be right back.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. Two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. Logan Wentz at the top of the board gets pounded by the 213. Not sure what happened there. Austin Baker with your quick time. We're getting ready to go feature racing. We got 40 laps tonight in the Flieger Farms 40. Clay Christopherson, Michael Carter roll off on the front row. Billy Roberts, Logan Herbert in row number 2. Dean Reynolds, Logan Wentz in 3. Austin Baker and Kelly Wheeler are in row number 4. Michael Vitale, Adam Flieger in 5. Anthony Morano, Randall Dixon in 6. Keaton Holder and David Lester will round out your field of 14 drivers. Again, we have 40 laps to settle this tonight here at Lernerville. As the pace truck pulls out on the track, your pole sitter, the 51 of Clay Christopherson, will roll out on track. We saw Logan Herbert in the 611 have a great heat race. So this will be interesting. The 51 of Clay Christopherson, those who have watched past broadcasts will know that 51 is typically a late run car. We'll see how it's set up tonight. Logan Herbert on his outside. Logan Wentz in the 18 machine is on the... Where is Logan? On the outside of row number 2, Billy Roberts in the 99 is on his inside. Again, we have 40 laps to settle it here at Lernerville in Week 12, North American Dirt Track Racing Association. 611 was super quick in his heat race. Let's see how that plays out. I would suspect the 51 car to dive down low in turn number 1. Let's see if he can clear the 611, which he did not do in his heat race as the cars all tighten up. Coming off of turn 4, the green flag is out. What a jump by Logan Herbert in the 611. 51 cars not going to make up that ground on the bottom side. As Logan Herbert is running away from the field, Logan Wentz in P2. Clay Christopherson, your leader, might fall all the way back to P4 as Billy Roberts running on the high side. Looks like the high side is the place to be currently. Go on board on the right front suspension of the 51 car. He's been passed by Kelly Wheeler, so put Clay Christopherson all the way back to P5 on lap number 4. Kelly Wheeler has over a second gap, now 2-second gap between himself and the 99 of Billy Roberts. Not sure what happened there. Everyone on the high side. We do have a mix-up in the back. It is the 97 car. We will take a closer look. Replays tonight brought to you by North American Dirt Track Racing Association. 97 car coming in below the 5 of Randall Dixon into turn number 3. 97 car trying the bottom side. You can see that top side starting to slicken up. Flieger goes around off the nose of the 32. Makes contact with the 97. Nothing that he could do. Tries to correct. Collects the 5 car. Around they all go. Meanwhile, up front, 6'11" of Logan Herbert leading away. Billy Roberts in P2, Kelly Wheeler in 3, Clay Christopherson in P4. Working lap 5 of 40, so we do have a way to go. We will double it up for this restart. The pace truck should exit this time by. Billy Roberts now on the outside of the 6'11". Let's see if Logan Herbert can dive down low in turn number 1 and slide up in front of the 99. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Great start by your leader. Billy Roberts in tow in that 99 machine. The 11 car makes contact with the 99. Let's see if we can catch what happened. I think you had a lot of cars going for the same spot on the racetrack. You got the 99 in P1, the 11 of Kelly Wheeler in P2. The 11 just gets a great run. Might have been a little bit of net code, but gets into the 99, collects the 51 of Christopherson, the 79. That will open up the field. Flieger involved, the 32 of Murano involved. So we will get some quick repairs and see how it all plays out. .611 at the front of the field. Logan Herbert. Billy Roberts is able to get his position back in P2 in the 99. So off to a little bit of a rough start this evening. We got 40 laps. We are working lap 6 of 40. Herbert, Roberts, Christopherson, Baker, Vitale are your top 5. Again, big shout out to the 213 of Vitale. Thank you for your service. Michael up front. Logan Wentz with another great run. If anyone is going to get to that 611, they better get on that loud pedal because he is pulling away from the field early. Billy Roberts in P2, Clay Christopherson in P3. Somebody off the top. Did not see who it was. It looks like it may have been Anthony Morano in the 32 machine. He's working high above the 5 car of Randall Dixon. Wow, I am not sure what happened there. Might have been a little bit of net code. We'll see if we can figure out what happened. The 5 car coming up, 32 car working the high side. I am not sure. That looked like a whole bunch of net code to me. Let's see if we can get a better view. Let's go on the left front. I am not sure. It looked like a bunch of net code to me. Anyway, the 32 car will move back in the field as the 611 of Logan Herbert on lap 8 of 40 is still leading. Billy Roberts, Christopherson, Baker, Vitale round out your top 5. We will double it up one more time. I believe we will go single file after this. I'm surprised we haven't heard much from Dean Reynolds as the 79 is mired back in the pack here, currently running in P8. Up front, green flag. Better start by Billy Roberts. He runs right with the 611. 611 runs down low. We're 4 or 5 wide coming off a turn 2. The amount of caution is not lessening the aggression of the drivers. Billy Roberts in P2. He's able to hold on to it. Clay Christopherson, he's in the grasp over the top. I think that was Flieger that went over the top, and it was the 38 car of Adam Flieger. He is the gray car on the outside, right behind the 51 of Clay Christopherson. Flieger goes in a little bit hot, gets in back of the 51. Up front, 611 leading the way. Logan Herbert, Billy Roberts, we will double it up one more time, it appears. Working lap 11 of 40. Green flag. Another great start by the 611. Now the 09 of Austin Baker gets a great start. He slides up in front of the 99. Billy Roberts thought about taking it 3 wide. Michael Vitale is going to capitalize. He's run the middle. Looks like that top side is starting to burn off a little bit. There's still a little bit of traction up front, or up high. Herbert followed by Austin Baker. Billy Roberts in P3. Michael Vitale gets on that high side, currently running in P4, up 5 positions from his start. Austin Baker opening up a almost a 1.5-second lead over Austin Baker in the 0-9, followed by the 99 up Billy Roberts. Michael Vitale, he's under attack. He got the 97 down low, 79 right behind. The 32 comes in hot. They make contact. They're able to hold off. 213 down low, 97 up high. He's going to make the high side work. He'll get by. Looks like Adam Flieger was involved in another incident on lap 17 of 30. Levencar just must have not seen the 38 up high. Those two make contact. .611 has led from the drop of the green flag. Rolled off on the outside of row number 2, currently leading. Austin Baker up 5 positions. Keaton Holder in the 97. He's moved up 5 from the start. Pace truck is off. Coming off of turn 4, we're back underway, working lap 17. Oh, your leader into the wall at the flag stand collects Dean Reynolds. Oh my goodness. We will take a look back at what happened coming towards the flag stand. Great restart on the high side, a little higher than everybody else. Gets into the wall right at the flag stand. Over the 611 goes. This will shake up the field as the 9 car, Austin Baker, goes by on the low side. Billy Roberts makes it through, as does Vitale. But Dean Reynolds involved, the 97, the 32. This will shake up the field. As Austin Baker will take control of the field, up 4 from his starting position, followed by Billy Roberts, Vitale, and Anthony Morano. Haven't made it halfway yet. We're working on it. 97 car, you see him go by on the bottom side. Holder, Baker, Roberts, Vitale are your top 4. Oh, my apologies. Baker, Roberts, Vitale are your top 3. Pace truck is off, coming off of turn 4. Great start by Austin Baker. Billy Roberts in tow in the 99. The 213 is going to dive it down low. Anthony Morano in the 32 in P4. Clay Christopherson back up to P5. 5 car working the high side. Randall Dixon getting a good run off of 4. Can't quite seal the deal. Get by the 51 car. The 11 of Kelly Wheeler is down low. Looks like we got a battle down low between teammates. You got Anthony Morano and Michael Vitale battling it out. 213 running a middle lane here. So that top might be wearing out. You can see some damage on the 32 car. Vitale continues to run the middle, slides up high. Christopherson currently in P5. Let's go on board with the 32. As he tries to reel in the 213, you can see him getting a great run off the top. Gets a little bit loose on exit. Boy, he is getting right on the top side. You can see his hand super busy inside the cockpit. Looking back from Anthony Morano at Clay Christopherson, the 51 car has switched over to the bottom side, it looks. Up front, Austin Baker, Billy Roberts putting on a show. Less than a half-second gap between the two. Billy Roberts trying to reel in the 09 on lap 25 of 40. Both drivers continue to work that high side. Vitale in the 213. He's the first one to venture down low, try to find some grip. Up front, Baker, followed by Roberts. Austin Baker still at the front of the field in the 09. We're working lap 29 of 40. Billy Roberts in P2. Anthony Morano in the 32 has worked his way up. He's up 8 positions from his start in a damaged race car. Working lap 29 of 40, so we are closing in. Green flag is out. Working lap 30 of 40. The 09 of Austin Baker at the front of the field, followed by Roberts, Morano, Clay Christopherson. Looks like Michael Vitale's losing ground trying to run that bottom side. Trying to hold on to a top 5. Randall Dixon in the 5 car behind him. The 97 car battling back. Keaton Holder currently up to P6. Up 7 from his start. Dean Reynolds takes it too wide. Reynolds trying the bottom side. Gives the right rear. Makes contact with the 5. They hold on to it. Up front, Austin Baker leading away. Lap 32 of 40, followed by Billy Roberts. Baker able to pull away from the field a little bit here. Clay Christopherson closing in on the 32 of Anthony Morano. We talked about the 51 being pretty solid late in a race. Michael Vitale falling off the pace a little bit. Now Christopherson's going to give that bottom side a look. Christopherson trying to finish on that final podium position. He rolls the bottom. Austin Baker up front pulling away. Billy Roberts in a comfortable second. Anthony Morano, Clay Christopherson losing a little ground to the 32 of Anthony Morano. Working lap 36 of 40, 9 cars still on the high side, as is Billy Roberts and Anthony Morano. Those are your top 3 currently in podium positions. Clay Christopherson has moved back up to the top side. Three laps to go. Looks like the top 3 are pretty solid. The 51 of Clay Christopherson now closing in. Will Clay make a last lap pass as he closes in on the 32 of Anthony Morano? Dives down low, trying to get underneath the 32 and 1 and 2. Doesn't get a good drive off the bottom. This is the last lap up front. Baker protects the bottom. Baker, Roberts, Anthony Morano holds on. Those are your top 3. We will get a word with those gentlemen at the conclusion here. Great run by Austin Baker. He moves up 6 from his start. Anthony Morano moved up 8 in that 32 machine to finish on the podium. We will get a word with these 3 drivers here momentarily once they get situated here for their podium shot. Both the 99 and the 32 got scarred up sides of those machines. We will get a word with them here momentarily. Waiting for Anthony Morano to get up in the interview room. Great run by the 32. Ran into some trouble early, but was able to work it out. He puts that 32 car, the Morano Motorsports car, on the podium. I see Austin Baker in the broadcast booth waiting for Anthony Morano to come in to visit us. There's Anthony. We'll pull Anthony in again. The 32 car of Anthony Morano moves up 8 positions from his start. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, Joe. How's it going, boss?
Man, great run tonight in that 32 machine. It was a little bit rough out there. You had some scars there on the side of the 32 machine, man. Walk us through your night.
Yeah. First week out with the car, and Mike Vitale painted it up, did a real good job, and I'm out here beating and banging and finally get it on TV and get it all ugly looking on him. But yeah, it was a tough race, fast. I love Lernerville, being able to run all the way up high.
You know, you run into two types of people, those who love Lernerville and those who hate it, man. Clay Christopherson was putting some pressure on you late. Could you feel him down there?
I knew Clay was there. It's never too long before Clay seems to find me if I'm on the track and he's here. And him and I race a lot together, so I deal with him a lot. Dean, Billy, a lot. Mike, we race together all the time. I mean, just part of the fun.
Yeah, man, you closed in on the 99. Do you think you had anything for him if we had ran some more green flag laps?
I don't know if I had anything for Billy, but I felt like he was starting to fade away, it looked, and I was starting to be able to gain on him. I don't know if it was gearing or his car was just going away or what, but Swan setups are phenomenal. I can't complain about them at all.
Yeah, man, as always, man, first I want to thank you for all your support of Got Your Six Racing Network, man. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. And, of course, I got to give a shout-out to Miss Sherry tuning in and watching all the action happen. Who would you like to thank for your podium finish?
I thank everybody at Morano Racing, at Mike Vitale, Kelly, Logan, my dad. Yeah, everybody. There's Anthony Vitale. Randy Dixon's been helping us a lot lately, hanging around. W Energy, Billy Roberts, Gears Unlimited, Joe, you, DV, Adam Flieger for helping everybody out with everything. JT Screen Printing, JS Photography, and A&J Landscaping, and everybody else helps. I'm sure I'm missing people. We're a pretty big group that gets a lot done.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure, my brother. Congratulations on your podium. Hopefully we see you tomorrow night. If not, we'll see you next week. Great run by you, and well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. The 99 car of Billy Roberts is able to move up one from his starting position, puts the 99 car in the runner-up position. Billy, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, great run, my brother. It was a long night, a lot of cautions. Walk us through your night.
Well, I didn't think it was going to end up very good there when Kelly took me out, but no, my car was great. It was fast. I don't think I had anything for Logan at all, and I really don't think I had anything for Austin, but I was edging up calling him, but you know, I'm happy with second, so I was willing just to ride there.
Yeah, man, we were talking about you during the broadcast. Gears Unlimited plays a huge role in a lot of iRacing, and tonight you played a huge role in this race, man, by bringing the 99 home. P2 on the podium, man. Congratulations. Love seeing that. You've always supported me, man, and that will never be forgotten. Who do you want to thank for your second place finish?
Well, I want to thank House of Speed for all the help that they give me. Mike Vitale for all the practicing that we do together. Morano Racing for, Tony puts on a practice session and we all work together there. And of course, my company Gears Unlimited. But yeah, I'm happy. For once, I'm happy.
Great run, man. Hopefully we see you tomorrow night. And yeah, great run by the 99, man. It's good to see.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate everything you do.
Yes, sir. Austin Baker drives the 09 car up to the point, up 6 positions from his start. Austin, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, good run in that 09 machine. Once you got up front, you were gonna hold on to that position, man. So walk us through your night. The 611, he led a lot of the night, but you were patient. Logan went off the top side. You were able to take over that lead, man. Walk us through your night.
No, like I said, I was set back to begin with. Had the EOL for the heat race. So just try to keep it clean, stay out of the way, and just run my race. And it worked out. Just stayed out of the wrecks and just got up front.
Yeah, man. Once you got up the front, that was it, man. You were checking out on them. A lot of cautions tonight, which couldn't have been very comfortable for the leader when you bring all those cars back to your rear bumper, man. But you handled it like a champion, and you got away from the field. So great run by you, my friend. Congratulations on your victory. Who would you like to thank?
I just want to thank number one Billy and Anthony for running me clean. Like I said, we raced pretty good there for a little bit. And then Team BDR, my teammates Keaton and Logan Herbert, and White Knuckle Setup Shop. Like I said, Logan's there making their setups, and they're bad fast. So if you want to be fast, go check them out.
Yeah, man, they look bad fast tonight, man. Congratulations. And I hope to see you next week. I don't have the points in front of me, but we'll have to take a look at those also. Great run by you, my friend. Well done, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is Week 12, North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Next week, we will be back at Williams Grove. So thank you all for tuning in very much. Again, if you want to join North American Dirt Track Racing Association, check them out on Facebook or Twitch. And I would like to personally thank everybody for tuning in. It means the world to us. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow night. We will be back on the air, so hope to see you tomorrow night. Thank y'all, and we'll see you.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.